Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. In this video we are just going to create a simple application for the username and also the password. So as you see here, I have just created a project, web dynamic project, and I add a servlet and the SE version of Java here in libraries portion, and I create a servlet into the package my package. I create my HTML file. Okay, so have just to go here to the HTML file and to create a simple form. Just write form like this. Okay, and we're gonna add enter your, for example, your user name, and here enter your password. So to make this functional, we have to add, because if we firstly here we have an error because we have to make the annotation as you see here. So multiple markers are at this line, so it's important to add the annotation for the servlet because we are not using the web.xml file. As you see here, the web.xml file is not configured to match or to do the mapping between the servlet and the server side. So here just the description of the servlet, but we are not making a real mapping here. We are going to do the web container method to add the web server. Just make a control space to complete it here. We are going to add the pattern URL to do the mapping. Okay, so srv for example and save, and the error will gone. But we have to add it here as an action here, srv, and we have to save like this. So we have here to add just a simple input like this to let the user input, to let the user add his username. Type gonna be a text, no text. So as you see here, the Java EE give us the autocomplete and another input like this for the password, and we have to make a br tag to make a new line for our browser. Also here, and an input for the submission button, input like this. Forgot it. Okay, like this. So this gonna have the type for the submit, and the value is gonna be login. Okay, everything is good here. My servlet, we are not we didn't configure yet the post method. So what is the error that we are facing here? The imported Java is never the import Java print writer. Okay, so because we have to import the Java print writer to print something into the browser, but before doing this we are going to run our server like this. Next, finish, just to see if here is an error using the connection or the mapping between the server side, and so here is no error. We are going just to write anything here, so here is no error. So here the servlet is looking for the client side, or the form is looking for the informations from the servlet side. So what we need to add here is, that means that the link or the mapping between the server and the HTML file is correct, but here the form is looking for the method. So the method gonna be a post, because if we use the get method, the information of the user will be shown for everyone on the URL part here, on the URL side. So we have just to use the post method. We're gonna save this HTML file and go to the post method here, and to add a print writer, control space. We're gonna name it a writer, and this writer gonna make a response method and get writer. So why we are doing this? Just to write something on the browser. So we need to bring our print writer class and to give it an instantiation with the writer object. So here what we need to do, you just have to stop the server right now. We just need to bring our attributes from the form. So that's why we need to make or to create some variables, string name, or user name. This username will use normally the request, okay, the request method that get parameter. So the parameter that we need to bring is related to what we have into our form. So here, and for the username, we have just to add a attribute name. Attribute name will be the user name, simple username. So this is not a complex application. This is just to apply what we have learned for the get and the post method using a simple web application, just to make a simple login and verification with the username and the password. So here also we have to add it here for the password. So name, okay, I'm sorry, I make a mistake. Name gonna be a password, and we have just to pay attention for this kind of errors. This is gonna be the same that we are going to get here. So here we are just going to add name or username, the same what we have here for the HTML file, as a name, to get it as a parameter. Simply we are just going to copy and paste this same, but this is gonna be for the password, password, okay, and the same here. So we are just looking and making a verification to verify if these two parameters are the same in our form. Username, password, okay, it's okay. After doing this, we are just to make a simple verification to do a simple login. So what we need to do is to verify what the user is trying to enter and what we have stored into our servlet. So if So the normal case is gonna be just when the user is trying to enter admin. So we can use anything if we are storing the data in the database and the user is already uh, registered. Here we're gonna compare what we have in the database, but if it's not, we are just trying to give a simple example here. So if the user name just space is equal, so is equals normally equals, yes, so equals to what? To admin admin, and the password is equals equals to what? To admin. So we're gonna let the password also be admin. Okay, so here we have just to make a simple print to the user using this writer object that we instanced here, writer. Okay, so writer dot println. We're gonna say that valid login and say welcome. We're gonna render this into the browser. Okay, so if it's not, we have just to we're gonna organize our code like this, and here else. Okay, and this, nope, this. We have just to take the same instruction, tab invalid login, try again. So this is so simple. Here we're gonna run the server just to make a test. I forgot to tell you that this course is to master the servlet. We are not going to talk about the GSPs and the other sites until completing our servlet course. So for example, admin, we can show our password. Okay, so welcome, login, valid login, welcome. For example, if I try something else like total and calculating the same password, it's gonna be invalid login, retry again. So this writer is trying to write the result into the HTML code. Uh, if we add this method, if we try to use this method into the get, this process, sorry, into the get method, it's not secure. The reason because we are going to show or to see every information that the user will try to enter as information. So we're gonna restart again. I'm sorry, I've just stopped the server and run on server.